Hi guys, and welcome back to another Trek Collector. Well guys, thank you for staying faithful for me. Please like and subscribe to my channel, pass the word. This week I am doing the one and only Diamond Select NX-01. I'm doing Ship v Ship. It's going to be the 2002 edition of the NX-01 versus the 2016 reissue. Did Diamond Select get this correct? Well, let's wait and see. Anyhow, guys, yeah, I was lucky enough to get this going back in the day. Just happened to go into Forbidden Planet in Dublin. So they're the two ships side by side. We'll be getting in closer. Obviously, you can see which one is the new one. Can you guess? Well, we'll follow up my review shortly. But first of all, we're going to get to the nitty-gritty bits of how much this thing is actually going to set you back. So, from today's date, which is the 8th of August 2016, we are looking at it, and best prices at the moment is Amazon. Amazon's going steady on this one. eBay, post and packaging seems to be too dear, so, you know, at least with Amazon, between amazon.co.uk, amazon.com and amazon.ca for all my friends in Canada as well. There seems to be good prices there. But in the UK, amazon.co.uk, you can get this ship for £40 and 56 pence, and that includes free postage and packaging for the good people of the United Kingdom. So, as I said, Republic of Ireland, if you use Parcel Motel, you're just adding on an extra €4, which ain't bad. For the Republic of Ireland, if you want that kit delivered, it's an extra £10 sterling. Okay, and that bringing it up to £50, 56 pence, which is roughly €60, which isn't bad. It's probably what you'd pay in Forbidden Planet if they do happen to have it in stock in Dublin, if you happen to live close by Forbidden Planet in Dublin. So that ain't bad. That ain't bad. So in the US, you are looking at $61.22, and that also includes free shipping, which again isn't that bad. And then Amazon CA, you are looking at, in Canadian dollars, you are looking at $100.95, and that includes free postage and packaging. So I don't know which is the better conversion rate for you guys, but there you go. There's the two choices. I decided on first reissued that kit in 2002. It's been reissued 2016. Diamond Select had a big... They've been criticised recently because the last time they did a reissue was the motion picture Enterprise, another Enterprise that just kind of got very, very hard to get. And people were kind of like looking for this kit to come back. And it came back. And in my opinion, I didn't buy the reissued kit due to simple reasons that they didn't really do too much with it. They added voices. If you're buying a model, the key thing for me is detail, detail, detail. Get the details right on the model. So I didn't buy the reissue. I had the initial motion picture one, so I kept with it. Even though the stand was broken, I didn't care. I plowed on. I just wasn't wasting my money on it. But this one, they have changed and they have tweaked, and that'll be in my review. Art Asylum, or sorry, I should say Diamond Select, are currently selling that on their own website for $65. So believe it or not, I looked back, it was £52 sterling to get mine delivered as a pre-order. So it's dropped in price. It was £47 sterling, and then it was an extra £4 sterling for postage and packaging. So, you know, if you're going to jump on the bandwagon and buy this, now's a good time to get it, especially even though it's the 50th year of Star Trek, which is cool. And the prices come down on that model. If you do have, like me, you have the 2002 and you're wondering, should you buy the reissue? Look at the video coming up. I think you'll find a nice, pleasant surprise. So, without holding this up, without waffling too much, let's look at 2002 versus 2016 NX-01s by Art Asylum, and then Art Asylum Diamond Select. Same companies, I know they merged, but take a look, see the difference, and hope you enjoy, guys. So guys, here is the 2002 Art Asylum Diamond Select NX-01 Enterprise. So Huge problem. She's not on her stand anymore. One of the first things we all pointed out to Diamond Select, your stands are rubbish. Now, they have improved on them. I will give them that. But I still don't like the style of the stand. This was a lovely ship that I picked up. I was actually very, very lucky that I just happened to walk into Forbidden Planet as I, every now and again when I was in town, Forbidden Planet in Dublin City, I'd always pop in and I'd take a little look and see if they had any Star Trek stuff. Which, you know, sometimes they'd have and they wouldn't have. But yes, Star Trek was back on TV at the time, so lucky enough, bang. Art Asylum started releasing these kits. So I was lucky enough that day to pick up this beauty, and I also picked up the NCC-1701A. So I was a happy little chappy. And at the time, I was very impressed with this kit. Not too keen on... The ship sounds are okay. Now, as you can tell, the batteries are fading and the lights are kind of going on it a little bit. Bless her. She is, after all, only 14 years of age. But she's held up well. Unfortunately, she's got discolouring due to the sun. But overall, this was a nice kit. And then we got the news at the start of this year, 2016, that Diamond Select were going to go back and reissue this kit, much to the delight of a lot of collectors that started collecting all these fantastic starships. They're a nice size model overall, Diamond Select. I know they do have their issues with design flaws. You know, the Aztecing on this is not great. There is details missing. Okay? But initially, if you wanted a ship that you could whack up on a shelf, this did the job. And at the time, €36.50 wasn't bad, considering that you'd probably spend about €20 or so on a model kit. Then paint, glues, all the bits and bobs would probably cost you about 40 or maybe €50 without even putting any lights into it. So, overall, it did an adequate job, apart from the stands. Stands were crap. But, as I said, they decided to reissue this kit. And unlike the relaunch of the Enterprise from the motion picture, which was a flop because all they did was they just updated the voices. I remember seeing a clip on Diamond Select what they had done, and to be honest with you, they'd done very little to the ship. They didn't really go back and address any issues. And, you know, to me, it was a little bit of a letdown. But the great thing was, with 2016, at the start of the year, Diamond Select finally started listening and started knowing what us Trekkies wanted. We wanted a ship with a better paint scheme and to have... Now, I don't know why they're mad on their voices. I'm not too keen on the voices. Now, this is what we mainly wanted, okay? That's nice, isn't it? You know, touch of a button, walk away, up on a shelf. You're watching a bit of Enterprise there one evening, you're deciding, I'll catch up on Enterprise, haven't seen it in a while. Probably like most people, catch the last episode of season 2 and watch from onwards, but go back and appreciate it. Now, even on this light, there's a huge difference that you'll notice already. Look at the Aztecing on this. Much better. I'll put the main light back on in a second, guys. But this was what we wanted. Lights. The lights to stay on like they did with the Galaxy class, the Enterprise D, and the All Good Things one. This is a very nice feature that they did with the Excelsior and the Enterprise B as well. And this is cool. And this is, to me, this is what we want from any of the ships that come out in the future. And the Klingon Bird of Prey as well that they've done. But, as I said, this was the other nice feature that they added, which was, this is absolutely fantastic. Just running sounds. That's lovely. Well, not running sounds. It's just scanning sounds on the bridge, which is, to me now, is pretty cool. I like that. You know, depending on what mood you're in. It's kind of it's very, very nice. Now, as for the voices, I don't know. Each to their own. I don't like the voices. I've said this before in a previous one.
Prepare for war. Stay on long-range scanners. Keep an eye out for any Klingon ships coming this way. Go to half impulse, Ensign. Hail them. This is the Starship Enterprise. Do you need assistance? Bring the grappler online. Open a channel. Bring the weapons online. Set a pursuit course. Archer to boarding party, come in. Torpedoes! Fire! Resume our previous course. Let's go. This is Captain Archer of the Starship Enterprise. We're on a mission of exploration from the planet Earth.
Now, there you go, guys. Now, just by the way, a lot of people are going on about Discovery and all that, but if you notice on the back of this, and the TV series, you might have forgotten. Two little impulses there, and they're blue. Discovery has 4 on either side, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to put the lights up in this, guys, and let you see this in more detail. Hopefully we can get rid of some of that light glare. So, okay, so they've corrected a good few things on this. Okay, cargo bays where initially there was no detail in there. Now, again, quality control with Diamond Select does let themselves down. Bit of pinstripe going astray there. Disappointing. Okay, but overall, as taken, big improvement. We've got a bit of gold here for our thrusters. Very nice, and a bit of pinstriping around it. We've got the blues in here, which we didn't have before. We've got the blue in here for what I assume is a deflector crystal. I'm not too sure now on the NX. I know that is definitely a deflector crystal on the refit, but probably, you know, I'm not 100% sure what that is, but it's a nice piece of the NX. Maybe check out the boys from Trek Yards. They might be able to answer that question. But overall, they've done a much better job. Even actually, I forgot about this as well, actually. Check in there. You know what I mean? That's nice detailing, which again was completely overlooked the first time they did this. So, you know, it's in one sense that I'm Select, it's great that they're actually listening to their fans, and I have said that always about them. They do tend to listen. As for the stand, again, you know, to me, like, and this is hard to even do a review on, because if she was just sitting straight on a stand, it'd be great. But however, it is sturdier than the last one. I will give it that. But again, with a bit of age, it is still plastic. Maybe the plastic quality is different. It does seem sturdier. The ball jointing doesn't seem to be, you know what I mean, as fragile as it once was. That's a lovely, lovely shot, I have to say. But yes, this is what we wanted. We wanted a kit, a reissued kit with the lights staying on. I like the bridge running sounds. I think that's a very neat feature. Well done, Diamond Select. Me, on the other hand, I'm not, I don't know why putting voices, it's a starship. Yeah, okay. Photon torpedo sounds, going into warp, yeah, maybe, that's fine. They had it right the first time. They didn't have any voices. Maybe I'm wrong. Leave your comments below. But I just think a ship is a ship. You just want to hear ship sounds. But I just really, really love the bridge running sounds. I think it's nice. It's cool having playing in the background. As I said, this stand is more sturdier than the previous one. Now, any of you guys that do have this kit and you did have issues with the stand and it has broken, definitely leave a comment and let us know. Maybe I've just gotten lucky with this stand. But as I said, I do wish Diamond Select would go back and, you know, have a rethink on these stands. I'm going to take it off the stand, and I'm going to take the old one off the stand, and we'll just do an over comparison so you can actually see the difference between the paint schemes. And then what I'll do is I'll also show you the base display. Okay, so anyone that has had this model before will know that this is exactly, looks nothing new. It is exactly the same stand, except it seems to be tougher. One thing I would say to anybody that is getting this model for the first time, just check this part, because this is the issue. This ball joint here likes to crack and break. Okay, be very careful. That breaks off, your stand is gone. Another thing that can happen as well is that the plastic will crack here as well. So, you know, it's a huge issue with these stands. Now, this does seem more tougher than the last one, which they have listened to, but I personally don't like. As what I had to come up with from my old stand, and excuse the dust on this one, was kind of just a pencil. I just put a bit of black tape. I'll probably come up with something better and clean this all down. Don't know, I might actually change that and paint that, do something nice with it. Come up with a better thing. But like, I like kind of like a straight stand that's kind of neat, and I can show you. I'll show you my NX-01 on the kind of like, just have a view of it on a straight stand, which I think is nice. And like, you know, you can still keep that detail in there. Sorry, still keep that detail in there, and you can ship on the thing. So right, let's forget about the stands. They are rubbish. There's the boxes, by the way, guys. If you are getting this kit, be very, very careful. The old fella was going for a lot of money until they reissued this. Till they reissued it, there was crazy money being looked for this ship here. Very, very crazy amounts of money. Now, usually when a reissue comes out, all of a sudden the price drops down on this. So just be careful when you are looking. You want this ship here, okay? This is the box. This is the one that I would recommend for you guys to get, because there is a huge, huge difference, as you've seen, with the Aztecan to the cargo bays, to just little bits and pieces of detail. Now, my deflector dish was wonky on this, but for whatever reason, I don't know, I just kind of managed to mess around with it, and it seems to be all sorted now. But as I said, the light up feature in this is fantastic. I'm just trying to think that those old, yeah, they did at the back as well, they did light up. But as I said, another nice feature is if you look in at the docking port at the back, you know, that is such a nice feature in there. You know, it's just, it's nice to have that kind of detail. So Diamond Select are learning. Yeah, hey. And we have coming up next month, we have the Romulan Bird of Prey to look forward to, which is going to be interesting. So now, as I said, this has faded in time with the sun, so you can forgive some things. But as I said, if you look at the Aztecan, there's no comparison between the two. And we'll flip them around just so you get another view. She's making sounds there in the background. Oh, I love that running sound. Isn't that so cool? So again, look at the underside. You know, it was really an afterthought. But you compare it over to here, you know, that's ace, you know. Got a lot. Light leaks. No, to me. Let's kill some lights and just have a look. Now, apart from there, which is understandable, these nacelles do break away, but they do fit back in easy. But like there, actually, it's not too bad. So there's not any real issue with any light bleeds. If you can see there, guys. Okay. Okay, so we have a bit of a split there. And a bit of a split there on top of the nacelles. Okay, so there is a light bleed, which is unfortunate. So I don't know why they didn't just kind of cast that all in one, just to kind of stop that. But it's not that bad. It's not that noticeable. It's only now that I've kind of gone up. But as you can see there, you know what I mean, and even through the deflector dish, so she's well. Now that's only because there is with the where they have for the sound to come through. So we'll forgive them on that one. But another thing that they did do with this kit was they changed the sensor dome to white as opposed to gold. But overall, I have to say, fair play Diamond Select. You've actually reissued a kit, having people to stop paying stupid money for a ship that they might have missed out on, and there's nothing worse when you do. And you have improved on it tenfold, I have to say. So, you know, I am delighted with this kit. If I was to give this kit a review, she would get a solid, I suppose, price for money and so forth like that. She would get a solid, I think I'll start doing my reviews out of 10. So, it's nowhere near in the elite scale of the Bandai kits that I've showed you previously. But overall, I did say on price, £50 sterling for me, which is about €60. Oh, I'm going to have to give this kind of quite a good review. Apart from the bogey and I suppose the deflector dish, I'm going to knock 2 off. I'm going to give this a strong, solid 8. And I like the bridge running sounds. That's just such a nice feature. So I really hope they continue that up. I know they're doing the Bird of Prey. I don't think we really heard bridge running sounds from a Romulan Warbird TOS, but you know, I think keep the lights on feature, you know, it's nice on the Klingon ship as well. So it's definitely a beautiful ship. So just guys, as I said, when ordering, make sure that this is the box that you're getting it in. It's part of the Starship Legends, and it's under the name Diamond Select, which still does have Art Asylum. They were merged, but you do not want to get this kit now, unless you want to have the first edition and you think it might be worth more money in years to come. That's up to yourselves, guys. There's my one there, broken stand. I take these out of the box, as you know, guys. I like my Star Trek stuff displayed. Each to their own. But as I said, overall, if you had previously got this kit and you heard the letdown news from the NCC 1701 motion picture, where they didn't really do too much, and I believe there was more light leaks than anything else, and maybe a few new voice sounds added to it, they've done a hell of a job. And you know, to me, when I looked at what Diamond Select had done, I went, yes, I have to get this kit. So, yes, any of you guys out there that were sitting on the fence and you have this one already and you don't know whether to get this one, I would recommend getting it. As I said, the stand is better, but you know, each to their own. So, yeah, I'm giving this one a solid 8. Good job, Diamond Select. Well, guys, that was my review this week, and I hope you all enjoyed it. So I'd like to say thank you guys for the comments. I'm glad a few of you liked the uniform that I did last week. It was different, but I had fun doing it. So, you know, I appreciate the comments, and I'd like to answer any of your questions if you do have them. What to do next week? No, I'll leave it as a surprise. I think I know the Diamond Select ones seem to be getting a big, massive review, so I don't know. I might do a Diamond Select one. I might do something completely different for you guys. I'll have a little wee think and see what could be interesting. Also, don't forget to check out the Nerd Escape. Last week's episode was with the one and only John Eves. We posted it up a wee bit early. So we will be, as far as I know, we are recording on Sunday. So expect it out Sunday night, Monday. Myself and Irish Trekkie are going to jump together and we have something special. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. And we were also talking to the boys from Trek Yards. So maybe we have something coming soon about that one too. So guys, look, I am the Trek Collector. Thanks for tuning in this week. As I said, I'll be back with you next week with another edition of the Trek Collector. And don't forget to check out the Nerd Escape podcast. Without any more waffle, slán go fóill, and live long and prosper. Take care.